What's going on, guys? It's Storm here, and today I think I'm probably going to be bringing you guys a little bit of a longer commentary. I haven't done one of these in ages, so I may do commentaries a little more frequently if you guys want to see them, but that's pretty much up to you. But today what I'm kind of going to be talking about is I want to kind of go over how kind of the COD YouTube scene has transferred over to more of a personality-based content scene, I guess. I don't even know what to call it. Like, I don't really know how to put this into words, but pretty much I'm just going to be talking about how Faze has changed mostly over from wanting the best of the best trick shotters to people that also have a channel that shows off kind of their personality, their thing, what they do on COD. Again, that's probably the worst way to put it possible, but all you guys need to know is that I'm going to be focusing on personality stuff and Faze stuff, so honestly I have a lot more to talk about here than you might think. First of all, the personality thing. If you're subbed to more than 4 or 5 Faze members, you probably get the exact same thing every single day in your sub box. It's gotten to the point where everybody uploads the exact same videos, and that's not even a stretch, like, at all. It's almost the exact same thing. It's just some random BS free-for-all cut-com, all caps title, and then in parentheses it tells you what game they're playing. That's the exact title of 90% of the members of Faze Clan's videos daily. Now, I'm going to talk about cut-coms for a second. First of all, cut-coms are meant to kind of, I don't know, cut out the boring parts of the gameplay and stuff like that. But to be perfectly honest, one of the points of being a commentator is that you can speak well and get your point across in a commentary. And I'm not saying that just because you do a cut-com you're bad at that, but if you're one of those people that's doing a cut-com and after every sentence they have to take a minute pause in the gameplay just to think of what they're going to say next, maybe being a commentator is not the best move for you. Second off, the entire point of why people started watching free-for-all live comms and things like that is basically so they could watch their favorite Faze or insert team name here member. They could watch the whole process of how they get to last, how they play, and then how they go for shots. That is non-existent anymore. If you watch 99% of cut-coms, it's just a bunch of random segments from random maps. And if you look at the score, they're normally losing, depending on who you watch. And then at the end, they cut to a completely different game. Completely different map, completely different thing, where they haven't been talking the whole time, so basically that proves that they can't hit their shot while they're actually live commenting. And it's just some random cut to the worst free-for-all shot that anyone in the world could possibly hit, just so they can put in the title with a shot, so they get 10,000 more views. That defeats the entire purpose of the live com. The live com is to show how Faze members, or whatever team, how whoever you watch on YouTube, how they play, how they go for shots, and it's showing neither one of those because you're not really seeing them play much, you're just getting random cuts of gameplay. And when you do see the shot, 90% of the time it sucks because they just want to hit something simple so they can fulfill their daily live com quota. Half the time now, and this is what really gets me, half the time they'll just use a random shot that was hit in their game. Like, it doesn't even matter if it was theirs or not, they'll just be like, oh, this person hit a shot, there goes my daily necessity for a free-for-all shot. Or at the end of their cut-com, which has nothing to do with it, they'll just throw in a random search shot that a teammate or something hit. Like, it doesn't even have to be their shot at this point. There's no point in live comming and free-for-all if you're not presenting the live gameplay with it. And don't get me wrong, there are some people that do this well. I'm not hating on everyone that does this. Rain does this perfectly well because he was the first one to start it. There's other people that do cut-com type videos with a good style. Jev is one of the experts at it, and Kyle. I don't know if a lot of you guys know who Kyle is. He's an Obey member now, but his commentaries, they're cut-coms, but it's like a completely different style than anything else. And this wouldn't be such a problem, but it's so oversaturated at this point. Like, I really think that most people need to just work on their own series and stuff, because aside from a select few, most people really are not good at it. But for some reason, people seem to be watching it anyway. I honestly do not understand how you can watch 6 free-for-all cut-coms in a day and not be bored as hell. Like, you guys tell me in the comments below. If you're subbed to a couple or more Faze members, you've got to be seeing this crap in your sub boxes too. Now, granted, I've unsubbed to a lot of people because I'm sick of seeing it. But I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat with this, and I know you've got to be seeing it. I don't understand what people go around and they like every single cut com that they see. I don't see what's enjoyable about that. Maybe they're just skipping to the end to see the guaranteed shot, but I don't understand what the point of that is. If like a lot of people used to like skip to the end of Road to a Kill Cams to see the shot there. I don't even see what the point of skipping then to see this shot in a free-for-all cut com is, because it's probably going to be a 720 shock charge cancel 2 years after Black Ops 2's come out. Like, what is the point of that? Now, I may come back and hit on cut comms and stuff a little more later in the video, but what I want to move into now is Faze and how their whole scenario has been working out. So Faze wonders why their videos are slowly gaining less and less subscribers over time. Or not subscribers, sorry, I'm a dumbass. Views and likes. Faze is losing views and likes over time. And they think the reason is in part that the people that are getting better ratings on their videos are fan favorites, Apex, Rain. And this is true. This is 100% true. But where they went wrong is they're not... Okay, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get all their members of the team active on their personal channels so that people see them and they want to come to Faze to like the video because of who is presenting the video. Because obviously a Rain episode on Faze is going to get like 3 times the normal amount of likes as just a random player. The problem with this is if everybody's posting free-for-all cut comms, nobody's going to have any more personality per se than anyone else. Look at Apex's channel, blew up because of Road to a Kill Cam. Rain's channel blew up because he started free-for-all stuff. Jev's channel blew up because he was doing something completely different. If everyone in Faze is uploading free-for-all cut comms every day, that's no different than if none of them are uploaded, because they're not going to get a separate fan base because of that. It's just the same people that continually drown in the same bullshit every day. So, as far as Faze posting series, I'm not even going to bother being against it because I know it's not going to stop anything. But what I do hope that they can recognize is series that are going to do good on the Faze channel are series like Ilcam's Live, because it was so popular on Apex's. Bringing free-for-all cut comms to the Faze channel is the most useless thing that you could possibly do. I know the last one they asked for like 20,000 likes to continue the series and they got like 8,000, so I'm really hoping that they recognize that and don't bother bringing it back, but they probably will. They uploaded an episode from the same kid like the next day and that got 20,000 likes. But the thing that has really, really killed Faze, and it's so obvious that I can't believe that with a leading staff like they have, they don't recognize this. Faze needs team projects. Big time they need that. I think of how many more people, like when the new CODs come out, they always have the Faze team tages on that COD. There's so many clips being hit in just a few days. Now granted, that is because all the Faze members want to play the new game, because it's just out. But think about how many clips go into those, and how many more people watch them. Ilcams. Ilcams is sitting right in front of you. That's your most popular series, and you aren't going to upload it. You want to know why your views are going down? It's because the main traffic to your channel is from Ilcams, and you've uploaded 4 in the last 2 years or something. I know a lot of people's excuse is going to be, oh, Ilcams 50 is coming out, so they have to really save up for that and work on that. I understand that, because I know Ilcams 50 is going to take a bit. They haven't been in the MW2 groove for a while, and they're going to heavily rely on a few players to hit new shots. But you really can't use that excuse for not having an Ilcams out when you've had opportunities on opportunities to bring it out for the past 2 years. Faze has the power to recruit the best COD trickshotters and snipers in the world. Nobody's going to say no to Faze. So if you think of it that way, you can get anyone on that roster that you want. That means you can recruit the best people at hitting clips. So you have the best clip hitters. And think about it. An editor is asked to edit Ilcams. Nobody, except maybe a busy editor in Faze, no editor is going to say no to that. So you have your choice of editors to edit that Ilcams with the best clips if you recruit the best players. With that setup, there's no reason not to have an Ilcams out monthly. Think about how many players they have on their roster. Think about just if they did a team taj. There's kids in Faze that hit 4 or 5 clips a day. Take the best of those, put them into a team taj, your ratings go up like that. I'm really just at a loss for how that's not completely obvious to a Faze leader. To be honest, if they're all hitting shots multi-COD right now, there's no reason that after Ilcam's 50 goes up, there shouldn't be an Ilcam's a week later. But again, part of the reason that people's shots have slowed down from what they normally hit is probably because all your players are stuck in free-for-all for half the morning hitting bullshit that doesn't even matter for a leftovers episode. And before I end off the video, I just want people to know I'm not calling out everyone from Faze, because obviously there's still some really great Faze members. Mancat, for example, still brings really great content every time he uploads, but there's some people that have joined Faze that I really liked before, to be perfectly honest, but ever since they joined Faze, it's just cut com after cut com after cut com, and you guys all know who I'm talking about because you see it in your sub boxes every day. I don't know, I know some people like rant commentaries and some don't, but it's just a little annoying as someone who's consistently put out content for like 2 years to see people's channels blowing up off the same bullshit that everyone else is doing and pretend that they're creative, because they're not. So as I end off this, I just want to say to anyone that's still watching and is thinking of either being active on their YouTube channel, starting it up, or somebody that's already doing this kind of stuff with their channel, please take the time when you're making your channel or when you're making your videos and do something different than a free-for-all cut-com. It's fine if you're one of the few that's good at it, but to be perfectly honest, even if you're really good at it at this point, it's so oversaturated it's not even funny and you're never going to stand out. So, let me know what you guys thought of this video. I would really appreciate seeing some opinions down below, and if you did watch the whole commentary, if you're at this point, it'd be really cool if you could leave a like. I'd appreciate that, guys. And without further ado, that's all I have today. This was a really long commentary, but again, guys, subscribe if you're new, and leave a like if you did enjoy. Thanks so much for watching.